What up, people? This is Boogie from Boogie's Place. It's my opinion. Yeah, this is my sports channel. You know how we do it, man. So, listen, I want to talk about these fucking clutch sports people are fucking insane, bro. So, I'm gonna dig into my creep, man. Yes, sir. So this is Boogie. It's my opinion, and this is my sports channel, man. So, let's just get into it, man. Listen, so I watched the episode of Rich Paul's fucking new podcast, which is fucking disgusting. Rich Paul is, I see where LeBron get all his bullshit from. He get it from Rich Paul. Because Rich Paul, the way he think about sports, and he doing his thing as far as getting money for the players and all that, and all that's all good. But first of all, I don't understand how a fucking sports agent gets to sit and get his own podcast, make his own podcast, and sit up there and talk about NBA players. That I don't understand. But nevertheless, if you're gonna have a podcast and you're gonna talk about NBA players, then be knowledgeable of what the fuck you're saying. This shit that he's saying is so out of whack and so fucking stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. He's saying things like, he asked them who's his top 5 point guards. He comes back and says, well, I think the premise of top 5 is stupid. Really? What world do you live in? What the fuck? People base top 5 on their accomplishments, what they've done in the NBA. You can rate a player based on what he's done, what his accomplishment, how he presents himself in the NBA. Like what I don't understand. Then he asked him another question about what's the difference between a 2 and a 3 as a point guard. This mofo said basically that basketball is positionless. It doesn't matter. Like, the shit that he's saying is just so stupid and out of whack. And clutch sports, I don't have no words. It's just LeBron and cut sports. And honestly, now watching the podcast, I think a lot of the bullshit that LeBron do, it comes from Rich Paul. I think him and Rich Paul's boys, and they sit around and exchange ideas, and Rich Paul tells him this, and tells him that, and tells him this, and fills his head up with a whole bunch of bullshit, and LeBron just goes out and regurgitates the shit. I don't think it's the other way around. I don't think it's LeBron telling him. I think it's him telling LeBron and telling the world, and trying to make LeBron that number one dude, which he'll never reach that. He'll never ever get to that number one spot. But as far as Rich Paul, man, listen, people need to stay in their lane. If you're a sports agent, be a sports agent and stay in your lane. If you're a sports talk analyst and that's what you do, then stay in your lane. Don't go into fucking politics that you know nothing about. These people, they go into spaces that they know nothing about, and they try to make a name for themselves and try to get clickbait. And that's the only reason that Rich Paul got that podcast, so he can spin his own fucking narrative on certain things, especially when it come down to LeBron. These people are fucking, I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm tired. I'm tired of these fucking old recycled NBA players who I have nothing against as far as their NBA career. But now everybody want to get into the sports talk arena, and most of these guys don't have shit to talk about. And if they do have something to talk about, it ain't worth nothing. When the podcast first came out, it was NBA's players sitting around telling their stories, inviting guests in, telling them old war stories. Some of them were funny, some of them were this, some of them were that, some of them were serious. But whatever the case, that was a good space for NBA players to be in. But then you got more and more and more NBA players getting in that space And now they want to talk about the game, and they want to talk about the old players, and they want to talk about new school media against old school media. And then you got other players coming out saying that the players way back when couldn't compete with the players now, and all this stupid shit that these fucking non-knowledgeable people come up with. And I understand everybody got an opinion, but have some fucking facts with your opinions, man. These people, they go in these spaces and they just talk just to be talking. You got fucking Playoff P. He don't never have shit to say. His guests fucking suck. You got Gilbert Arenas. Oh, I can't fucking stand them. All they do is yell and scream. Fucking Gilbert Arenas, when you watch them, all they do is yell and scream against, they pick up a topic and then they go yelling and screaming at each other. And that's their whole stitch. And it's just, Draymond Green, he get on there, he just talking whatever the fuck comes to mind. They need to, some kind of way, just regulate this shit, man. You can't have every fucking NBA player on a podcast, man. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. It's watered down now. I mean, I could watch, I forget, Jeff Teague. He had a good podcast. If you watch Jeff Teague's podcast and them boys, they sit around and they tell stories. Jeff Teague done been on damn near every team in the NBA. And the man got mad fucking stories. And for some reason, he's always around when something happened. Kobe got 81, he was there. The fights, he was there. Teague got stories. But that's what his thing is based on, stories. He bring in NBA players, they talk about story, they laugh at themselves, they laugh at other things. They tell stories. Old war stories in the NBA, and that's cool. And you get all these other ones, man. They wanna. You get JJ Redick. He got a podcast. He want X's and O's and all that shit, and only did it to get a job. And it's just watered down, man. It's just a lot of bullshit, man. And it's fucking tiring, bro. I mean, it's really tiring. Everybody and their mother got a podcast. And when it comes down to sports, man, it's good to give your opinion, man, but it got watered down. And it's just watered down. And that Rich Paul podcast is just trash. It's fucking trash. I like Max Kellerman, but first of all, Max Kellerman don't ask the right questions. And then when he do ask the right question, fucking Rich Paul just sit there and filibuster the whole time. He'll spew a whole bunch of words, but never answer the fucking question. Just like he never answered the question about who's the 5 best point guards. He never answered the question. He went into the soliloquy about, I don't believe in this and I don't believe in that and but you never answered the fucking question. So his podcast is really just uninformative, and it's all just to push a narrative. So that Clutch Sports shit, man, they need to kick rocks. I'm just tired of them too. It's just one thing after another, and I'm tired. Anyway, with that being said, it's Boogie's Place. It's my opinion. And please, man, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, man. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, man. Please, man, hit me up, man. Help me out. You know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing, man. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And peace. I'm out.